The PBA King of Bowling, powered by AMP, rolls on here in Lake Wales. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Brienne Pedigo, and PTI co-host Michael Wilbon joining you right now. Our next King of Bowling show coming your way Wednesday night, April 29th, a Southpaw Showdown. Mike Scroggins, your U.S. Open champion, taking on boss Patrick Allen, the winner, to then meet our king. Who will our king be? It'll be either Chris Barnes or Wes Malott. This duel to be decided right now. Wes Malott, your king, courtesy of winning the Player of the Year honor. Chris Barnes was third, defeated Norm Duke earlier today, 257 to 248. Messenger kicks the 10 for Barnes. And Michael, you were very impressed with Barnes,
strike.
particularly that 6-7-10 pickup in game one.
The entire match rested on that. Just wonderful to see him pick that up.
Yeah, no wonder you do it so much.
What little nuggets of bowling knowledge have you picked up here for your game over the last couple hours?
We'll get, as soon as the king rolls here, we're getting to some of the nuggets.
I like how you step aside for the king. It's classy. Oof, flies by the 10.
King leaves the 10. Wes was showing me all kinds of things. Stance, ball position, what not to do. So he said, I'm going to use all this stuff against him, and I told him to stop it.
See, that's the kind, that's, again, the benevolent king that Wes Malott is.
King, that's right.
He wants his empire to be stronger, to be better educated.
It's all about getting.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, picks up the single spare, and here's Wes on his humble approach to his new title as Player of the Year.
There's a lot of things, you know, I don't know if I take them as serious as I should, and this could be one of those things. You know, I'm just a real humble guy, laid back, and as I've said before, I think that might have a lot to do with the amount of success I've had as early as I've had in my career.
He was talking to us earlier today saying, I'm not quite sure what exactly this means. I just know it's an awesome honor to have in my career. It hasn't totally set in yet. And there's Wes's first strike.
And, excuse me, Rob. Michael, when you watch these players, and I mean, these obviously two of the greatest, what is the one thing that stands out as far as technique goes?
Balance, which I think is probably the key to any great competitor in any sport, is balance, which is probably, you know, the most underrated thing. I've just been watching these guys are never out of motion, out of rhythm. Even when they practice, you can see it.
And it's hard to keep your eyes set on a target if your head's moving all over the place. So you're absolutely right. That's spot on. And when you watch these great players, rarely do you see them fall off of shots. They're always posting that shot and getting up on that left knee and really being stable at the foul line. Come on!
Kind of greedy.
I liked him a lot in the King's crown on the throne. I'm sure that
I'm disappointed he didn't put the robe on.
I wanted the cape too. I was just going to go and drape it on him like he was James Brown, but I thought that was probably inappropriate.
I just had the hankering to go over there and just start feeding him grapes or something, you know.
Somebody fan him, please.
Fan him down a bit.
A large leaf-type product.
We have a lot of palm fronds here in Florida. We could break that out.
So, Michael, you're getting set to duel the king right now, Wes Malott. We're going to see your contest over the course of our next.
You sure you want to use the word duel?
Telecasts. I like it.
Duel.
You've got good size to you, man. You can stand up to Malott. Don't be afraid of him. I don't back down to him ever. There's a strike from Strike-A-Lot Wes Malott. Now,
people don't realize Wes is about. I mean, I'm just under 6'3". At about, I don't know, 225. Wes is what? I'm guessing he's 6'5".
And 250.
Wes is a big guy.
He's a guy who doesn't practice a lot. He just kind of gets out there, chucks it. He's got an interesting focal point when he's bowling out there that we've talked about through the course of the season, Randy, about where his eyes go when he approaches.
Right in front of him, not down, not at the arrows.
Right down at the foul line.
Right to the foul line.
There they go, right there. Come on, man! That's just a vicious ringing 10, but the reason why,
work out very well for me.
if you go back and look at the last couple of shots, that shot was left of target. Watch his eyes right here, and then right there, the eyes go down to the floor.
Randy, how rare is that?
It's very rare in that, he actually looks at the target down lane where he wants the ball to go. In other words, like his trajectory. And then he puts his right foot on that same board. And then as he's going, he alters his approach based on how he wants to throw the ball. And then he draws that line back, and he looks right at the floor. It's a very unusual targeting system and a very unusual way to line up. But you know what? The only thing that matters is it works for him.
For Wes, spare, strike, strike, spare. Barnes opened up with a 2-bagger. Spare in the 3rd. Here he is in the 4th. All even through 3.5.
We haven't seen a Barney balk in a long time.
He's got to shake this one off, too.
Check swing.
Yeah.
Oh, click. I'm going to try and hook it with these guys.
Randy, I'm not a former pro, but I'm assuming a click in your wrist of the hand that you throw the bowling ball, probably not an injury you want.
So it's probably the start of congenital arthritis, kind of like I have. Great shot.
Bounce back ability from Chris Barnes. Here he is on winning the extreme swing this past season.
I mean, I think really versatility is the key for me. So the extreme swing tested the extremes, and it plays a little bit to my strengths because I spend a lot of time working on the fringes and trying to get, the box of tools that I have and trying to get it bigger and extend my ranges. And we tested those with the formats this year.
Little double dribble there, huh?
Yeah, did I hear that?
She was shaking that wrist. He still is. What's going on there?
Little twinge. Something's going on. He bowled a lot of games, obviously, through the course of the U.S. Open a couple of weeks ago, but who knows? He uses one of the tightest thumb holes of any player on tour, and with that spin being like that and that super tight thumb hole, one of the things that it does is it keeps him from squeezing.
Come on, Wes!
Malott blows them up there in the 5th. You can tell the King is starting to loosen up a little bit. 3 strikes in his last 4 frames.
He's got a bit of a comfort zone on this Scorpion pattern. I mean, this is his favorite pattern, his bread and butter. His first win came on this pattern.
Now, Michael, again, you have a match upcoming here with Wes that we're going to see over the course of the next 2 shows. Did you ever think this conversation was going to end up with you coming to Lake Wales, Florida to bowl the Player of the Year?
Not on your life, Rob. No chance.
It was a great conversation. Got a lot of people talking and buzzing about the sport, about Wes Malott, and about some of the nuances. And we'll talk more about that as we're not going to let you go, Michael. You knew that was going to happen, right? ESPN, once they get their paws on you, they never let you go. Randy, Wes, Brienne, and myself all back for the final match when we return to Lake Wales.